All right, so someone asked me how to download a video from Vimeo. So often you'll see there's a link here that is a download link on most Vimeo pages. If you don't see that, there still is a way to download the video from Vimeo. I'll show you that now. Let's say this is legally a gray area, so I'm not going to share this video outside of sort of this class and my Patreon users in hopes that maybe Vimeo never realizes you can do this. I'm sure there are ways to turn this off or on their side. Recognize that maybe the way to download these videos is not the most legal. So I'll show it anyway, just so you've got an idea of how it works. But do it with care, do it with permission, etc. So the one thing I should also mention is you will need to get the inspector either through Chrome or through Safari. I'm using Chrome here, sorry you can't see it here, but if you go to Window and you go to, it's View, Developer Tools. This will pop up a little URL here, a little window here, and you'll want to go to Network. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to turn off my mobile view here. You want to refresh the Vimeo page you're on from this tab. So basically in this we can do Command R. And by default, you may see something that looks like this. So it's just a stream of all of the assets being passed through the network. What we're going to do is we're going to search for JSON. And we're going to look for something that says master.json. Now, almost always, you should see this only once. If you see multiple versions, just refresh the page again from that Vimeo page. And if you keep the search here on .json, it'll just show just that. So here's what we want. We want this URL. So what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on it. And we're going to go to Copy URL. Now we're going to go back to our notebook here. And in this case, for anyone that hasn't used this yet, this is just a notebook that allows you to download and run PyScene Detect. You can also run this locally on your machine if you have installed yt-dlp. Because for this class, I won't really cover that here. You can probably just Google install yt-dlp on Mac or Windows and find it there. What you'll want to do is just make sure you go ahead and run all these. So we'll connect a drive just like we usually do. And then we'll want to make sure we install PyScene Detect as well as yt-dlp. And then I've added a new section in the collab here called Download a Video from Vimeo. What we want to do is want to paste in this URL here. So we'll get this master.json with all of this query crap at the end. So what we're going to do is from this dot, we're going to remove everything. So we're going to remove the .json. We're going to type in m3u8. So it is just this master URL .m3u8. M3u8 is a file that allows you to sort of get all of the chunks from a streaming video. We can then pass this to yt-dlp and have it download exactly what we want. So the other thing we're going to do here is we are going to give it an output path. So we've decided to save this into this folder. And I'm just going to save this as the KISS. And it looks like everything has installed here. So now what I can do is I can go ahead and run this. And it will just extract that URL. Now, this is quite a large file. In fact, it's 10 gigabytes. So it's going to take a minute to download. Looks like it's going to take about an hour to download. Again, I kind of recommend doing this from Colab. It is the fastest. Like, this is going to be the fastest streaming you can get because it's running from basically a server that Google runs. If you were to run this locally, it might be a little bit slower. But you could also run it locally and then upload your file to Drive. It's just a little bit slower. So I think this is probably the fastest way to do this. In fact, this is really fast. Wow. This is downloaded. Oh, no, it's not download that much. So this will just run for a little bit until it finishes. At that point, you'll be able to then go and run the rest of your scene detection on this video. So that's how you grab this for any Vimeo video. It's very rare that you find a Vimeo video that doesn't allow this. I do believe customers can turn on encryption and other things, which would maybe break this. But I would say if I'm just on Vimeo.com, I can pretty much always find a way to download the video from here. So again, not the most legally strong way to do this. Again, I would maybe recommend doing this only when you have permission, or if you're working on some sort of creative project where it's maybe feasible to do this. Maybe don't do it for legally streaming videos or whatever. Yeah, so that's how to do this. I think that wraps up this video. I will drop a couple links into these materials in the YouTube video for anyone that needs it. But otherwise, I think that's about it.